try and love me like you never felt. I need you alone. Heart was breaking and love all was taken. I wanted to know. Got the feeling that love was on the outside. You want me to find. Got me thinking love isn't the answer. Well, no time. I think about the love we left. I think about the love we had. You and me both. You wanna touch me. You want the real thing. Gave you what you wanted. The elevator comes down. Sometimes my mind is on fire and I don't think it's coming down. So tell me now. So tell me now.
Testing my microphone. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Tell them how you feel, 'cause tomorrow isn't promised. Love is always honest. If you wanna find the real deal, relax your mind, just take it slow. No need to rush, just feel the flow. I want you now, no need to wait. Tell me, are you ready?
time to get started. And turn the music down just a little bit. Alright, so here we are, we're back in Lone Oak Farm. I have gone ahead and I have time accelerated to the next day. Well, not just the next day, we're now in late spring. Actually, the last day of late spring. Tomorrow is early summer, but the soil is now warm enough for us to actually plant the corn like I was talking about last stream. So let's go ahead and get rolling on that. Alright. Of course, we're going to have to fill the seeder up and everything. But we still should have plenty of seed. We're actually going to mow the grass today, too, I think. Oh, this is a double seeder and fertilizer. That's convenient. Just check something really quick. Seem to be doing all right. Okay. I'm not sure why my chat box is displaying so low. I specifically said I wanted it in the middle of the screen, but that'll have to be fixed for next time. I'm not gonna stop the stream and fix it now. So that's all the seed this seeder can hold, apparently. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Don't just dump the seed on the ground. Might need to take our pickup truck out to the field with a pallet of seed on it. This is supposed to be chill music, and this is, again, like boss fight music. What the heck? I mean, we are at the field close to the farm, so we might just be able to refill it with the JCB here, rather than loading up a trailer. So that's what I'll try first. We're going to need to buy more fertilizer for next season. We should have enough to get us through this season. I'll just leave our JCB here. Alright, So if this is your first time watching, this is the Lone Oak Challenge, which is a set of rules devised by myself for playing here on Lone Oak Farm by Bullet Bill. I want to make sure that we have the right seeds selected. We want corn. A link to the rules are in the description below. Alright, and we might actually have a hired worker do this for us. I take it back. You suck. Oh wait. There we go. That's better. Now we can plant corn in the early summer as well, so if we don't get it all in today, we'll be able to finish it up tomorrow, and it'll be alright. We should also take a look at... Okay, I can't even hear myself think because of this music. Alright. So we are going to need to spray our field, our wheat field that we planted last time, because I bet that that's sprouting. I put in a couple more mods. I put in the Krone Big M, I put in a John Deere tractor, and a John Deere mower set. So when we're ready to expand our grass operation, to get something with a little bit bigger working width than the Massey that we currently have, be able to get the John Deere tractor and the John Deere mowers and use that. But we're still a little bit of ways away from being able to afford a new tractor. So it's kind of a moot point right now. That chat box is actually bugging me over that display there, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that really quick. Jump over to editor, and then the chat box needs to come on up. Don't know how it got so low in the first place, but that's where I want it there. That's better. We had a great stream last night, had a lot of audience participation. Audience participation really makes or breaks a stream, in my opinion. I'm actually anxious to get out into the grass field because I have not done grass work in a long time, and I've done plowing and seeding and fertilizing already in this series, but I have not done any grass work yet. And I've actually never used the Massey cutter, so I was hoping the hired worker wasn't going to be stupid on this field, but, well, you know how that goes. Hired workers in this game can be kind of stupid. Our neighbor's field is starting to bud, so that means our wheat field should be budding as well. Let's go ahead and get this set up. I think we'll use our 5 times time acceleration here shortly, maybe once we get to 10 o'clock. If you're new here, I am limited in what I can do with time acceleration by my rules. I must be at 15 times time acceleration for most of the workday, except for a 2-hour in-game period where I can set it to 5 times time acceleration. And this is done to keep a sense of urgency in Farming Sim, because in seasons there's only certain times you can do certain things. If I just ran at, 1 time speed the whole time, it would take away that sense of urgency and take away that sense of difficulty. So for the most part, we'll be playing at 15 times time acceleration. And I'm getting closer to having my stream fully featured. You see, I've got the frame now, I've got the viewer count, I've got the chat box, got the now playing ticker, and I have subscriber alerts. So if you want to see your name pop up on the stream, go ahead and hit subscribe. Of course, it won't work if you're watching the archive or if you have your privacy settings to set where other people cannot see your subscriptions. Then it won't work. But oh wow, we're actually almost out of seed already. We've done 2 headlands and a few passes. So once we get to the bottom of this pass, if we don't run out before then, we'll stop and refill the cedar. There it is. Alright. We can shut that off really quick and jump over to the JCB. We're close enough we can just run the JCB out there. It's not a problem. If we were out in the wheat field, I would bring the truck out with a bag of seed on it, but we'll just run our bucket out. It's easier than having to deal with the pallets. As you can see, there's still a mess from the last time I tried to mess with the pallets. As another rule of the challenge, you must do manual seed refilling. That's either from a big collection pile, like what you saw in the shed, or from bags. So we can't just place down infinite seed points, or infinite refueling points of seeds. We actually have to purchase them ourselves. There we go, that's topped off already. So you can see this just really doesn't hold a lot of seed. So we'll keep the JCB close. You know, in Farming Sim 19, I'm betting that the JCB loaders, or skid steers, are going to be gone, and they're going to be replaced with John Deere skid. Oh, I forgot to run the cedar over those patches in the field that I screwed up last episode. Or last stream. Hey Johan, how's it going? Sorry, it's probably Johan, isn't it? Good to see you again. Just taking care of our cornfield now, because it's late spring and the soil is finally warm enough. You see I got some new features in my stream. I got the now playing ticker tape, I got the chat box, I've got the viewer count. Too hot and a bit tired. Yeah, I believe it. Like Dustin was saying last night, you know, that drought has got to be killer up there. Especially if it's coupled with the heat wave, which it sounds like it is. Chance of rain this week. Oh boy. Chance of rain. But hopefully it comes through. This cedar really does not have a very high seed capacity. That's probably accurate to the real thing. Though I do like the Vaderstad pack. I've used it ever since it came out for Farming Simulator 2013, I think it was. And that's what this cedar was originally a part of, as well as the other cedar that I'm using. I believe they're both Vaderstad. Or it might be Vaderstad. It's been too long since I've taken my German class. That's a Swedish brand. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Johan, but doesn't Sweden and German have similar pronunciations in their letters and umlauts and things like that? So they're both, oh, like I said, it's been too long. There's a term for... I'm just gonna stop talking because I'm gonna make a fool of myself. I thought certain Swedish words and certain German words were pronounced very similarly, or they have a similar way of pronouncing their consonants and vowels and things like that. I think you know what I'm trying to say. I haven't had coffee today. Oh, I never utilized my 5x time acceleration yet. Oh well. Yeah, I'm sure there's differences. There has to be, otherwise, you know, it'd be the same language. It's I'm not saying that they're similar languages. I'm just saying, like, pronunciation might be... It has some similarities. Though not as much as Dutch and Deutsch. Värstedt is a town in Sweden. Is it a small town or is it a city? Like a large city? And have you been there? Oh, Ben Gifford! Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Small town. I like small towns. Is it a coastal town? Is it inland in the mountains? Is it in the mountains on the coast? Like, do you know much about it, Johan? Or Johan? Or I'm sorry, I'm really butchering your name today. I'm blaming it on my lack of coffee. I've always wanted to visit Sweden. Inland, and I'm saying your name well. Alright. So, Johan, is that correct? I've always wanted to visit Sweden because, from what I've heard and from pictures that I've seen, it's very mountainous and very coastal, and I love both of those things. So if you put them together, it seems like it would be amazing. Oh, I'm just about out of seed again. I said, really runs out quickly. That's alright, we got plenty. I should have gotten the JCB with tracks, because I have a feeling in real life the wheeled version would probably get stuck here, driving through a plowed field. Just from my experience with the John Deere skid loaders from one of my previous jobs. But the reason, a big reason why I like the JCB better is the entrance is on the side. You can see that there, which is much different than the John Deere. The John Deere ones that I worked with anyway had the arm on both sides. So you actually, the door was in the windshield. And you actually had to raise the bucket. Well, no. You weren't supposed to raise the bucket. You're supposed to lower the bucket like that, and then open the door and climb out over the bucket. But what that happens is a lot of operators, if they're in the middle of something where they have the bucket raised and they need to get out, they just get out with the bucket raised and walk under the bucket. And it's like, if the hydraulic arm fails, you're dead. There's no way around it. You're dead if you're standing under that thing and the hydraulic arm fails. Literally zero chance of survival. Mobile Farmer, hello, good to see you again. How are you doing? Alright, at the end of this hour here, I'm going to actually pay attention. We're going to slow the time down for our 2-hour allotted time. And actually, we're going to... If we go to you... while time is running slower. Courseplay workers charge you $2,000 per in-game hour, which is kind of ludicrous, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and load up. We are going to be doing field work. Field edge path for field 44. Working with 5 meters. Starting location, let's say northwest. Starting direction running south. Whoops, not what I meant. South. Deactivated. Headland, we'll give it 2. Go ahead and generate the course, please. And now drive the course. And there we go. That is our first hired worker, our first courseplay worker. Let's see how he does. That's a he, right? Yep, it's a he. Alright, and back to our seeder. Track here and keep going. We're nearly done with this field. Maybe about halfway done. Not bad. Our worker's already on his way back up. That's good, he's covering some good distance. If our worker can get that whole field harvested for us in this 2 hours, that would be great. Because I'm not going to be paying that guy at 15 times time acceleration. Heck no. Not at $2,000 an hour. Yeah, Johan, I agree with that. It would definitely be bumpy. Nathaniel Lee, thank you very much for subscribing and welcome to the channel. Feel free to type in the chat and say hi. I'm a friendly person. Or at least I like to think I am. And so after we're done seeding this corn, we gotta go check on our wheat field and see if it needs spraying. If it does need spraying, we'll probably load up the liquid fertilizer tanks onto the pickup truck and bring that out to the field just in case we need refilling. Hey Nathaniel, my favorite type of tractor in real life has got to be Challenger tractors. I just really love Challenger tractors, mostly because they're owned by Caterpillar, and I love Caterpillar equipment. Though I'd say in second place is probably John Deere, then New Holland, then Case. If we're talking about American tractors. If we're throwing in European tractors into the mix, I think Fendt would have to be my third, nudging out Case IH there. Mobile Gaming Squad, hey, how's it going? Alright, if you're new to the stream and new to the channel, this is the Lone Oak Challenge, and it is a set of rules that I have devised for playing on Lone Oak Farm by Bullet Bill. A link to the rules are in the description of the stream. Now, they are subject to change, because this is the first time that I've done anything like this, but I will give every rule that I've made a fair chance before changing it. And it'll only be changed for, like, playability reasons. Not because it's too hard for me or whatever. If it's, you know, basically bringing the stream down, we'll change the rule. Oop. I only know what happened there. I go the way around on the way back. I'm sorry, Johan, don't really know what you mean there. Mobile Gaming Squad, thank you for subscribing. I know I've seen you around before, but welcome to the channel officially. Mobile Gaming Squad, have you been on one of my streams before, or maybe I just know you from Rainbow Dave's channel? Puny Bob, hey, how's it going? No, this is not MP. I don't have a multiplayer server anymore. Oh, yeah, with the skid steer, I probably should go around the field, shouldn't I? Yeah. How's it going, Puny Bob? Oh, you know what, though? Let me just do this really quick. There you go. Enjoy the blue name, Puny Bob. For those of you that don't know, Puny Bob was a part of Lunar Gaming, which was a gaming community I used to run, and he was one of our moderators on there, so I've just made him a moderator of the channel. Yeah, I would like to get a multiplayer server again, but honestly I'll probably wait till Farming Simulator 19 to buy a server again. I've got kind of a lot of stuff coming up in the fall that I need to save money for. And yeah, Johan, I agree. Taking the skid steer the long way around on the way back is probably the smart choice. wonder how much progress our Massey mower has made. Since we're up here, we're just gonna refill the seeder now, because we're already below 20%. No, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. That's really not what I meant to do. I'm just dumping the seed all over the ground. There we go. That's also not what I meant to do. Oh, I'm on the struggle bus right now. Nathaniel, Dare Tebbers has retired from YouTube. He has too many things going on in his real life to make the stress of trying to keep up on a regular YouTube channel worth it. But he's pretty happy now, so I'm told. Though his wife, Das Tebbers, is still doing YouTube, and believe some of his other YouTube friends that were part of the Teddy Bear broadcasting are still active. Dominic Lane, how's it going? Rebel County, how are you? And Nathaniel, I'm doing pretty well, thank you. And I don't actually see Dare Tebbers in real life. We live kind of halfway across the country from each other. We just did some collaborations on YouTube together occasionally. But next time I talk to him, because we do occasionally, very occasionally, we'll talk to each other on Twitter or something like that. I'll let him know you said hi. And I'm not sure if I answered the "How are you doing?" recently, but I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. If there's anyone in the chat that's not yet subscribed, I'd encourage you to do so. It's, you know, the more subscribers, the more viewers, the more viewers, the more fun, because there'll be more people to talk with and interact with in chat, and that's what it's all about. We got a random patch of grass in the middle of our cornfield that is going to need to be taken care of eventually. Don't really want to bring the plow out here now, because then we'd kind of ruin a big swath of what we just did. Alright, so it looks like our Massey lawnmower, or grass cutter, has finished his headlands and he's doing his rows now. So he'll probably get through quite a bit before we need to let him go. And as soon as we're done seeding this field, we're going to switch over to a fertilizer sprayer, and we're going to go spray the wheat field, because I believe it's probably ready for spraying. If not, it will be soon, so we'll just have to check it first. I just want to quickly say thank you to everybody watching and everybody who's commenting and who has subscribed. It really makes the streams twice as better, if not even more than that, when the audience is participating, because it gives me someone to interact with instead of just, playing Farming Simulator, driving straight up and down simulator. Which is actually why I switched from doing Farming Simulator videos to doing Farming Simulator live streams. I just think it's more entertaining this way. Alright, one more pass and then we're done with this field. And this field actually already has maximum fertilization, so we're not even going to need to come back and spray this one. There we go. We should buy a power washer. We don't have a power washer. And our equipment is getting quite dirty. Especially our other tractor that was doing the plowing. Yeah. Pallets are a mess. I don't know why I'm reversing it in all the way. There's definitely enough room in this garage to pull in and turn around. That was weird. Oops, I never shut the lid on the seeder after refilling it the last time. Alright, so let's hop out. We're almost done with our hired worker, unfortunately. So we are going to have to take over the mowing operation soon, but we maybe will have time to spray the fertilizer if we just pull up our overview really quick, check out the growth. Yep, we are ready to get our weed killer sprayed on there. Not close enough yet. There we go. Nope, still not close enough yet. Maybe if I actually look, that will help. Go. And we do have liquid fertilizer. And I don't have any thin wheels, so we might be just about to make some tram rows in the wheat, which is not the end of the world. It's not exactly ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, though, with 4,600 liters, we really might not need to refill it. So we'll just start spraying and we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to do a headland. I've been told with seasons that that crops are only destroyed at certain growth stages, so we might actually be okay. We might not even make any tram lines. Which would be great, as it means I'd basically never need care wheels. Well, I guess our headland's going to be starting from here. That's fine. Let's zoom out a bit. And let's see, it just depends on how fast this sprayer uses the liquid fertilizer. No, I don't think I've ever used this sprayer before. I've always used the one that attaches directly to the back of the tractor, and then you can put the spare tank on the front. Just come to think of it, there's nothing stopping me from still putting the spare tank on the front. But yeah, I've always gone straight from the one that attaches directly to the tractor to the self-propelled one. So this is something new at least. Alright, Johan, have a good one. Hope you enjoy your dinner or your supper. Alright, well we need to break here really quick, because we are at the end of our limit, so we need to go ahead and stop the driver. And we are going to just shut this down for now. We'll pick up and finish the field once we're done. I thought I told you to do two headlands. Maybe I didn't. I mean, clearly I didn't, because you're only doing one, but whatever. Alright, back to here, turn the time back up to 15, because we've used our 2 hours at 5 times acceleration. We'll keep going. We are going to be stockpiling those hay bales that we're going to be making, because I want to purchase some cattle, hopefully. Or maybe we'll do pigs. I don't know, you guys tell me, would you rather see pigs or cattle? We're not gonna do it today, so those of you who are watching on the archive, you can also participate. Pigs or cattle? You know, cattle has the advantage of it's right on our main farm, but I know Landy Kid is doing a large dairy farm, and Rainbow Dave has a moderate-sized dairy farm, so maybe to be different, we'll do pigs or chickens. Dr. Vesuvius would be proud if we did chickens. I don't normally like doing chickens. And if you understand that reference, you've been a subscriber and a viewer for a very long time, and I appreciate you very much. So that corn planting really didn't take too long, which is good. I was worried since we had to do it manually it might take most of the stream, but it took less than half. I'm satisfied with that. And I think we'll be able to do this field without refilling the tank, which is good. I think we should just keep going around the field. Or, no, I think we'll switch to rows. Don't know why it wants to give an offset automatically, but don't need that. You know, actually, we might just take this to the end of this row and then leave this job to be finished tomorrow. and we'll continue with the grass, because hopefully we'll be able to get the grass harvested another time this year. And we should probably get that up off the field. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll just shut down the tractor here. And we will run over to the Massey and we'll continue the grass harvest. I kind of just want to drive the Massey. I mean, I've never used this piece of equipment before. Rebel County, hello! How are you? Ryder Go... Wait, I almost said Ryder Globe. That's not right. Ryder Goebel. Hello, how are you doing? I don't think I've seen you around before. Welcome to the channel. Just doing some grass harvesting now with this Massey 885 grass harvester. Never actually used this equipment, so this is kind of new for me. I like it so far. It's decently quick. Doesn't have a terrible working width. this field. Of course, we'll have to ted it and windrow it, but I have a feeling that will be done in-game tomorrow. Remember, our working times are 6 a.m. until 11 p.m., or 2300. And since we are locked to 15 times time acceleration, that will come up pretty quickly. We got about 4 in-game hours left. That means about 16 minutes in real time until the in-game day is over. How much hay we're going to get off this field. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a bit. Oh, you don't say. We should get one of those hay lofts to store our hay in. But can those take hay bales, or do they only take hay that's been picked up with a forage wagon? Because I really don't know. Sam says it does not take bales. Thanks for the insight, Sam, and also welcome to the channel if I don't think I've seen you around before. Alright, those of you that are new viewers, this is the Lone Oak Challenge, which is a set of rules I've devised for playing on Lone Oak Farm made by Bullet Bill. The rule set can be found in the description of the live stream or of the archive if you're watching this later. And it's just a set of rules that I think will make the game more interesting, more fun for streaming, and gives it a nice little twist. I've been inspired by Rainbow Dave Gaming doing it very recently in his live streams with the Insanity Challenge and the Sandy Bay Challenge. And also, Dare Tebers he didn't call them challenges, but he had rule sets that he followed in his Farming Simulator videos back in Farming Simulator 2013 and 15. Alright, so anyone in the chat, do you have an opinion if you'd rather see us go for pigs or sheep or cows for this farm? Because we need to have some kind of animal on here. Of course, we could also do chickens, because I do have a mod that makes the chickens actually, it adds some interesting mechanics to the chickens. I can show that off here when we're done with this field. But you actually have to water the chickens and give them feed, and if you don't, they die. You can actually set the chickens to either breed and produce more chickens, or collect the eggs in a basket and sell the eggs. So we can do like pigs and chickens, or we can do, well, we're gonna do chickens for sure because I want to try out that mod. But then we got sheep, pigs, and cattle to choose. If you guys, any of those that you guys would like to see more than the others, I'm kind of leaning towards pigs at the moment myself. Just because Landy Kid and Rainbow Dave are both doing cattle farms. We're starting to get late into the day here. Should turn on some lights. We gotta make sure we get back home in time. Around 11. We don't want to make Sarah mad. I also want to look into bee houses, because I have a mod called Slow Bees, which means you have to provide the bee house with like racks, and I don't know, I haven't actually tested it out yet. I just saw it and downloaded it and thought it looked great. So we will be trying that out at some point as well. We just need to have some kind of income year-round with seasons, because we're not going to have any crops to harvest in the winter. You can harvest poplar in the winter, so I was debating taking one of our small fields and making it a poplar field, and then we'd have some wood chips to sell in the winter, but the poplar harvester is really expensive, so don't know if that's really a good idea. corn that we planted will be cut up into chaff to be silaged. So we're going to have to figure out how to get a corn chaffer. And there's the tractor pulled one, obviously, but as such a small working width, that would be painful to use. But I mean, if we have to, we have to. The silage will be stockpiled for use with animals, not for selling. But you know, we could. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe I can find a mod for like a really old corn chaffer that we can use. Because if it's really old, it would be really cheap. And even if it's technically an import, if it's old, like looking like it can be secondhand, we don't have to pay the import cost. That's in the rules. We're going to be just shy of finishing this field today. Just too bad, but it's not the end of the world. We'll just finish it first thing in the morning. So I think we'll just go down and back up, and then we'll head in for the night. Bare bones interior. Oh, wait, so I'm not supposed to be using the GPS mod with this, because it doesn't have a computer. Whoops. That's another rule in the challenge that I've been neglecting. Alright, and we'll leave the harvester here. And run inside to Sarah. If I can get this to open. There we go. Helps if I push the right button. Alright, and we'll go ahead and... Well, first let's take a look at the shop. We have some time. Forage harvesters. The cheapest forage harvester is $221,000, and that does not include the header. The cheapest non-import one is $374,000. We too have Crone Big X. We have a Massey Ferguson. What's the working width? It doesn't even say a working width on here. So this one says 2 meters. Oh, this is for grass? Yeah, this is for grass. This is for picking up rows, windrows. This is for chaffing. So yeah, that is only 2 meter working width. What is this one? 2.2 meter working width. Yeah, we're gonna need to find a mod for a forage harvester, because we're not gonna be able to afford that anytime soon. Alright, and then there's gonna be a little Windows alert sound here. Don't know why it does that, but it does. Alright. Early summer. And we need to turn our time acceleration up. There we go. Let's finish this up. Has the grass just gone through another growth cycle? Like, should we mow the grass again? It kind of looks like it has, doesn't it? I knew we should have finished that yesterday. Ugh. Oh yeah, it definitely has. And our crops, our wheat looks like they've grown another growth cycle as well. Probably to the point where we're going to be crushing them with our standard tires, which is unfortunate. You know what, I might just have a courseplay worker just do this whole field. Just bite the bullet. I didn't expect the grass to grow one day after being harvested. Yeah, I think I might just reposition this guy to the front of the field and have courseplay run the entire field. And then we'll work on other things. So just for this task, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to knock time down to 5 times time acceleration. Because we're basically paying the courseplay worker to do a job that they've already done. Strange. So he didn't do it properly the first time, is what this is telling me. Anyway, we need to finish spraying here. completely ruined our headland. Alright. Yep. We're making a windrow. Or a tram row. I really don't want that. That's dumb. Alright, well, that's part of the challenge. Let's fold this in. Let's see if we can fit some thin wheels to this tractor. I think we have a customization point here on the farm. Might be in this garage here. Yes, we can. Alright. Well, you're gonna have to back up for a minute. Well, I guess we can just back this truck up. We don't need to actually pull it all the way out. And there we go. Narrow tires on the case. I'm still kind of salty that it messed up my headland. Now I can't see like where the field's been fertilized. Should get the better mini-map extension. So we were on that line before, so now we're on this line. We'll just do our best guess of where we still need to spray. Roger, hey, how's it going, buddy? Pretty good. Gonna be going up to see my girlfriend here tonight. And then gotta work my 24-hour shift tomorrow, so things are pretty good overall. just trying to get this pesticide slash weed killer slash liquid fertilizer sprayed on this wheat field. We're playing with the seasons mod, so certain things can only be done at certain times. Yeah. Yeah, Roger. It was, we had some good times with Lunar Gaming, didn't we? I don't think we'll need to spray down this row again, so we'll just get to, like, where I think we need to end this row, and then we'll, pull up the map and see if we're good. I think if we go there, we should be good. We pull up the map and go to fertilize. Yeah, we're good. We're almost done with this field. Alright, now to do this, kind of want to set up here, and we'll just say that this is a new direction. No, not like that. Like that. There we go. But we should have already done this, more or less. So we'll jump up to the next one. And then we pretty much need to go right up the middle of this. And we should be done with the field, maybe. Alright, let's turn in here. And if there's like little spots that we didn't get, I'm okay with that. Just want to get, you know, 90% or better of the field sprayed. And if we kind of come up here, that might be good. Let's do one more pass going back the other way, and then we'll call that good. So down here is where we want to go. Now this should take care of it. And then we'll switch to our grass equipment. We'll start following that Massey with a tedder and start drying out that grass to make hay. I want to get a V-rake. I saw Rainbow Dave use it, and it's basically a windrower and a tedder combined. In real life it's just a rake, but in the US, if you live in kind of a drier climate, you don't really need to ted the grass to make hay. It just kind of just leaving it out makes hay. We don't need to do an extra step to ted it. Noble Farmer, hello, welcome back. Now, we're probably not going to be streaming for too much longer, because I am going out with the girl tonight, and I need to do laundry and take care of a couple things before that happens, so we'll probably be wrapping up within the next half hour or so. I do want to get some of this grass at least tedded this episode. Definitely not close enough. And we could definitely use a bigger tedder too. But that's not high on the list of priorities right now. Wonder if we're gonna have the reach to get both of these rows at once. Does not look like it. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this tedded, and hopefully we'll be able to finish it this stream, but I kind of doubt it, to be honest. And then next time we are going to windrow and bale, and we'll also be utilizing courseplay for that. We'll have our courseplay guy with the windrower going ahead of us, and then we'll follow him with the baler. 15 minutes left in the stream. We'll be wrapping up around 2:30. 2:30 my time. Well, the cutter is making some good progress. It's a lot of hay. That's for sure. Alright guys, well it looks like the viewers have died down to 1 anyway, so we'll just go ahead and we'll wrap up the stream here. I do got quite a lot of stuff I gotta do, so we'll jump over. Once you get to the end of your row, we'll go ahead and dismiss you for the day. Guys, thank you very much for coming out for the stream, and all you guys that are watching the archive after the fact, thank you for checking it out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think overall it was a good stream. We had a couple of slow times, but had some good audience participation, which I'm always thankful to have. And 3 new subscribers, so if we can all just welcome Ben Gifford, Nathaniel Lee, and Mobile Gaming Squad to the channel. Welcome, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the channel and come out for future live streams. But until the next live stream, guys, I have been a Shadowbox. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.